What's up, everyone? It's Christina from the Glaser Tutoring Company, and today we got a beautiful polynomial for you, and all we have to do is find the greatest common factor. Okay, now I know that I have a polynomial here because I have something that has more than two different terms. And if I just read this out, 49mb squared minus 35m squared ba plus 77m a squared. They got a lot of stuff going on here. But all we have to do is just find the greatest common factor. Now, noticeably, usually, right, the greatest common factor, you might know it as the GCF. So we're going back to basics, right? GCF is a huge component of all algebra math. So we'll just do a little refresher, right? Usually you've probably been finding out greatest common factors with just numbers. But now we have to combine greatest common factors with numbers and variables. Keep in mind that the variables are the letters. But finding the greatest common factor is no different, whether you're just doing numbers or variables. The idea is the same. So the greatest common factor, or the GCF, greatest means that we're looking for the biggest either number or variable. And keep in mind that the variables are the letters that are in common. Okay, well, it says common right here, right? But what does that mean? How are they in common? Well, the greatest common factor, the biggest number or variable that's in common, and it can be divided. Okay, divided. So we're looking for something that can be divided equally between the three, in this case, the three different terms. So just know that always your greatest common factor, or your GCF, is always going to be the same number as maybe these, or lower, because we're talking about division. So if you have like a 35, just know that your greatest common factor cannot be a 49 or a 77. Because it can't be higher than what is given. It's always going to be lower. But the easiest way to find this out is, let's just do the numbers first. And all we have to come come with and just whip out our multiplication tables, right? Our times tables. We want to talk about this in terms of multiplication. Yes, the definition says that it has to be divided, but for me, multiplication is a little bit easier. So basically, all we have to think about is what two numbers multiplied together will get me to 49. So I run through my times tables. I say, okay, we got a 49 here. There you go. So I could say 1 times 49, right? Let's see, 2 times 3, no, 4, no. Actually, 4? Is it 4? No. Yeah? 5, 6, 7. 7 times 7. 7 times 7, 49. Okay, and that's basically it. You only got two numbers. So, technically, the greatest common factor can either be a 1, a 7, or a 49. Because remember, the number has to be in common between all three of these. And it has to be the biggest number. Well, we already said that it couldn't be 49, because we have a 35 here. It can't be higher than any of the numbers that are given. So it's either down to a 1 or a 7. Is a 7 one of your times table numbers to get to 35 or 77? And yes, it is, right? If we do our times tables for 35, we got 1 times 35 and 5 times 7. So we got a 7 here. The plot is thickening. We got a 7 here. Are we going to get a 7 for the 77? Yes, we are. 1 times 77. And 7 times 11. Oh yeah. So we found out the number GCF. We know that it's going to be a 7. So I'm pulling that down. Here we go. Now we just have to do the variables. And we take each variable one at a time. So for example, we got an M and a B here. Only talk about the M's and only talk about the B's and then the A's, right? So don't look at it, all in one shot. You could compartmentalize it. You guys got this. So let's see. For 49mb squared, I definitely have an m here. How many m's do I have? Yeah, I only have one m, right? So maybe I'll just say, okay, we got a 1m here. In this case, we have 35m squared. So how many m's do I have here? Yeah, I got 2 m's. So maybe I'll just write M&M. Which M&M? The candy or the wrapper? Personally, big fan of M&M, but I digress. Can you see like 10-year-old Christina on the school bus just, rapping along to all the M&M lyrics back in the day? Well, it happened. It happened. Anyway, let's keep going. Mom didn't like it. Mom spaghetti. Oops. Anyway. Okay, so we got 77m a squared. There is an m here. There's only one. How many m's do they all have in common? They only have one m in common. This one only had one m. This one had 2, but unfortunately I can only take one of them. And then this one had just one m. So we know that there's an m in common. Only one of them, though. Let's keep going. Now let's talk about the b's. For 49mb squared, how many b's did you have? It was b squared, so we have b. For 35m squared ba, this one had just one b. Ooh, and then 77ma squared, was there any b's? There was none, right? No b's in here, so I can't even write a b down here. Keep in mind that the greatest common factor has to be a b in all 3 of them, because it has to be common. Is a b value or a b variable common? Unfortunately not. So we don't write any b's down here, we just keep it rolling. This one has no a's, so we probably already know the answer. But if we just keep rocking with it, we do see that we have an a here. Let me just do, here's b, here's an a. So we have one a for this one. Maybe we'll keep it colored. That one was a b, and that's an a. And then we have a squared. There's 2 a's here, so AA. But since this one didn't have any a's, it's not a greatest common factor. You must have it in all of them. So we found our answer. The greatest common factor between all 3 of these terms is just 7 and just m. No b's or no a's. And that's it. What'd you think? I hope this helped. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for viewing the video. Subscribe to the channel. I look forward to helping you in more questions. And yeah, check out the channel. We got tons of videos. I mean, tons. We got chemistry videos, physics videos, math videos on the channel. More subjects to come. My brother and I, we really do want to help you guys and be your guide to, getting you to your goal, whatever that goal may be in education. Whether you want to be a doctor, a PA, a physicist, a chemist, whatever it is, hopefully these videos can help you through your education journey. And I look forward to helping you in more questions, all right? I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.